Sagama Padamare ni ni re ma Dhapa ga 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 sagapa Padamare ni ni re ma Dhapa ga 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 Mana manatil dhyasa madhuni Umale phala shruti Saraswati cha गाभार्यादिं ज्योति फलश्रुति मना मनातील ध्यासा मधुनि उमले फलश्रुति सरस्वती चा गाभार्यादिं ज्योति फलश्रुति
Hello, good afternoon everyone. Now we will discuss about commerce mathematics. So this is virtual classroom for commerce mathematics here. So mathematics is the gate and key of all successes. Okay. Now from this year Maharashtra State Board has been changed the paper pattern for mathematics. All of you know that, okay? So we will discuss how we are going to take exam and how we have to solve paper for mathematics here. So I'll share here my screen. So we'll discuss so let's start mathematics and statistics 88. Mathematics and statistics 88. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Mathematics and statistics 88 here for commerce student. So here mathematics is. So mathematics is gate and key of all sciences here. Okay. So what is mathematics? We have to use mathematics in our day-to-day life. There are importance of mathematics is depend on this theoretical, practical process of thinking, a language and art. Mathematics is, okay, is an art. So how we have to solve the sum for day-to-day life by using mathematics. And mathematics is deal with all branches of all sciences for arts, commerce and science also. So what is mean by maths? Math is mistakes allow thinking to happen here. Maths is mistake allow thinking to happen here. So dear student, we will see the use of mathematics in our daily life. Mathematics is the science that deals with the logic of shape, quantity and arrangement. And mathematics is the universal language of achieving great heights also. So math can have open new worlds for humankind here. So how we can apply mathematics in our daily life, and for commerce student, math is a practical value for commerce student also. So when we have to use mathematics, it has many educational values which determine the needs of teaching and subjects in schools here. So mathematics has great value also. Everyone uses mathematics in every form of life. We have to make purchases daily. Okay, we buy cloth, food items, fruits, vegetables, groceries, etc. These values can be studied under the following heads here. So which heads are there? The first one is practical value. Practical value means we need to buy something and we have to make here the difference between the things and the practical work here. So it is practical value. Second one, cultural value. And third is disciplinary value here. Mathematics also typically used in commerce for elementary arithmetic, elementary algebra, statistics, and probability. Okay. In commerce mathematics, it is very useful for your account, okay, account, and in some industry also for belongs to commerce team here. So for management problems, there are some advanced mathematics used such as calculus, matrix algebra, and linear programming here. By using linear programming, you can solve any type of the graph of increasing and decreasing function by using linear programming here. So linear programming is very useful for commerce student here. So by using this linear programming, index number, and for assignment problem, you can solve the problem for industrial uses here. That's why mathematics is very useful for commerce student in their daily life here. Okay. Now paper pattern has been changed and you will have mathematics part 1 and mathematics part 2 for board exam. Okay. So what is the topics for your syllabus here? Included, how many topics are included here? See here, part 1, mathematics part 1, first topic is mathematical logic. So there are weightage according to the chapter with option is given by board here. So first chapter is mathematical logic for 8 marks with option marks are given 8 marks. Mathematical logic here. In this chapter, mathematical logic, you have to solve some based on logic, which is for statement, Venn diagrams, logic table, means truth table, and switching circuit also. So in this chapter, dual and application of logic, this topic is omitted. Okay. This year only mathematical logic, dual and switching circuit, this topic is omitted. So remaining topic is for mathematical logic here, 8 marks. So marks with option is 8 is given. See here, mathematical logic, matrices, and differential equations and applications. So mathematical logic and matrices both having 8 marks here. And for differential equation and applications, 10 marks. So more weightage for differential equation and applications here. So first we have to understand when we are going to study the subject for mathematics, part 1 and part 2 both are. So first we have to understand weightage for the chapter here. Chapter is differential equation and applications, 10 marks for the chapter. So first we have to start from the more weightage chapter here, differential equation and applications. So there is 10 marks. So these 10 marks divided into 3 parts. So there are 3 marks sum, 4 marks sum, true or false here. So we start from this one. So first we'll start by this 10 marks. Then we are going to applications of derivative. So derivative chapter is depend on this differentiation. Differentiation for 7 marks. Applications of derivatives, which is for 9 marks. There are theory sum. Therefore, weightage for application of differentiation is more as compared to differentiation here. In differentiation, you will have to solve example based on only formulae. Okay, so you have to remember formulae and solve the sum based on differential here. So next, applications of derivatives. This chapter is for 9 marks. So 9 marks is divided into formula and theory, application of derivative here. Therefore, weightage for application derivative is more than differentiation here. Integration chapter, for integration 7 marks. Marks with options are given. With options 7 marks are given. So for integration, there are types of integrations are given. So in that types of integration, this type is depend on the deepness of the example here. Means for first part by parts and LIT rule. and for integration by partial fraction also. So in that topic, these 7 marks are divided into these 2 topics here for integration. Definite integration, it is application. So this is for 5 marks. Definite integration here, and application of definite integration 4 marks with option. Marks with option is given directly. So for the application of definite integration has 4 marks only, because there is theory sums, and this sum is for 4 marks only. So application of definite integration is 4 marks, and total weightage is 58 marks with option. 58 with option here. So next for part 2. In part 2, there are 8 chapters. First is commission, brokerage and discount. Part 2 is easy as compared to part 1. As per my experience, students, part 2 is commission, brokerage and discount. So till last year, these 2 chapters separate. But in this year, commission, brokerage and discount, total marks with option 6 marks are there. Insurance and annuity 4 marks, linear regression 8 marks, time series 7 marks, index number 7 marks, linear programming 6 marks, assignment problem and sequencing 9 marks, and probability distributions 11 marks here. Okay, now in probability distributions, so total weightage for this chapter is 11 marks with option here. So in this 11 marks in probability distribution, there are subparts in probability distributions, which is having 11 marks here. So it could be on divided into theory sum, which is for true or false, fill in the blanks, MCQs, and 4 marks question also. For 4 marks question also. So in probability distribution, you will have to start for paper 2. Okay, paper 2 is easy as compared to paper 1 here. So while we have to study for paper 2, so start with probability distribution. It is easy. It depends on the formula for binomial distribution and Poisson distribution. So you will have to start by using this probability distribution. Then we are going to solve for assignment problem and sequencing. Assignment and sequencing, in this problem, you will have to solve examples for theory question totally. Assignment and sequencing. There are the sums depends on practical value, which is for practical term. And assignment and sequencing, it gives you full weightage for the question here, because it is very easy to solve assignment and sequencing here. So then you will see linear regression. Linear regression depend on the line, and it divided into y on x and x on y here, 2 types. So weightage marks with option is 8 marks. Marks with option, this is for 8 marks again. Okay, then time series and index number. These 2 chapters having same weightage, time series and index number here. Time series and index number. So in this time series and index number, there is formula for given for time series and index number, and graphical method is given in time series. So in index number, there are so many formulae to remember, but this formula is divided into 2 parts, which is cost of living index number and simple aggregate method here in index number. And in time series, there is graphical method. Okay, and by solving the given equations by a graphical method here. So it is divided in 2 parts again for 7 marks, and the marks are given with option here directly. Second one, next we will solve for commission, brokerage and discount. So you will have to learn the formula for commission, brokerage and discount, which is depend on practical value, because we use this word in daily life. Commission, brokerage and discount. So you will get here full marks for this chapter, which is 6 marks with option here. And we can use here the linear programming for commerce students. So commerce student linear programming, it has applications of mathematics in linear programming for finding the graph for increasing and decreasing function here. So linear programming you have to solve for 6 marks here, marks with option here. You have to solve this linear programming by using here graphical method, corner point method here, and statement for linear programming. So it divided into again 2 parts, practical and theory here. Okay, so same weightage here. For total marks are 58 and marks with options 58 weightage are given here. So your paper pattern is divided into two sections, 2 parts, means 80 marks for theory and 20 marks for practical here. 80 marks for theory and 20 marks for practical. Next, we will discuss about paper pattern for commerce student. Paper pattern for commerce. Now we'll discuss about paper pattern. Format of question paper pattern. See here. In this paper pattern, first instruction, all questions are compulsory. You will have to solve all questions, read carefully and solve all questions here. Paper, there are 6 questions divided into 2 sections. Divided into 2 sections, section 1 and section 2 here. So you have to write answers of section 1 and section 2 in the same answer book this year. Write section 1 and section 2, answers of section 1 and section 2 in the same answer book here. Use of logarithmic table is allowed. Use of calculator is not allowed here. You can use here logarithmic table for solving the sum, such as for index number, for time series also, and for probability distribution, means binomial distribution, probability distribution. So you can use here logarithmic table, but use of calculator is not allowed. Then next instruction is for LPP graph, LPP problem, graph paper is not necessary. Only rough sketch of graph is expected. Okay. Now you can draw the graph on your answer paper. The same paper you can draw the graph here. No need to ask for graph paper at the time of exam here. Only rough sketch of graph is expected for LPP problem, linear programming problem here. Section 1. First question. Select and write the most appropriate answer from the given alternatives for each question. Question number 1A. This is for 1 mark, 6 marks. Each question carry 1 mark here. There are 6 questions, 1 to 6 here. So these are MCQ type question, and this question, it could be on a definition, it could be on formula. So you have to read carefully your textbook and you will have to solve the question for MCQs. This is for 6 marks, question number 1A. Question number 1B. State whether the following statements are true or false. State whether the following statements are true or false here. 3 marks question. There are 3 sums which is for true or false here. Again, it could be on formula, it could be on definition, it could be on application of any topic of the integration here. So there are 3 true or false question, 1 mark each again. Question number 1C. Fill in the following blanks with appropriate words. Fill in the following blanks means you have to fill that blank space with appropriate word. No options are given in this question. With appropriate word, you have to write the answer here. And how to write the answer? First, we have to write here question number, then answer here. This is proper way to write, fill in the blanks here. First question number and then answer you have to write. Don't write only answer, then next line again answer. First question number, mention question number and then answer for means appropriate word you have to write, or write the full statement and fill that blank with appropriate word here. Same thing you will have to write for B also. Stay true or false. In true or false, you have to write question number, then true or false, or full sentence, then true, full sentence, then false here. In this way, you have to write true or false and fill in the blanks here. Next question, question number 2. Question number 2A, attempt any two of the following. In this question, there are 3 questions, each carry 3 marks, and attempt any two of the following here. So 3 marks question, 1, 2, 3. You have to solve this question by theoretical part, and one by one you know the method for this question also. You can solve your question as you know the method for the given question here. So 3 marks questions are from practical value and application value also. It depends on practical and application value. Next, question number 2B. Attempt any two of the following. Question number 2B. There are 3 questions. Each question carry 4 marks. And this question is for 8 marks. Attempt any two here. So 1, 2, 3 questions are given. You have to attempt any two of them, and this is totally based on application. Application based question in question number 2B, which is for 4 marks here, and you have to solve again theoretically as you know the method for solving the examples here. Question number 3A. Question number 3A, attempt any two of the following. Same as we have seen question number 2A. This question is for 6 marks. Each question carry 3 marks. You have to attempt any two. There are 3 questions, 1, 2 and 3. Again, you have to solve these questions theoretically, which is based on basic thing, means knowledge and skill. You have to use your knowledge and skill. This is based on knowledge and skill here, which each question carry here 3 marks again. Question number 3B. Attempt any one of the following. Each question carry 4 marks. Total 4 marks for this question. Question number 3B here. There are 2 questions are given for 4 marks. These questions are based on application again. Question number 3B, based on application, and you have to solve this question according to the given example given in textbook here, and you can have apply here the knowledge, skill and application for solving question number 3B here. Question number 3C. Attempt any one of the following. 4 marks question. Total 4 marks, and each question carry again 4 marks. Attempt any one. Now question number 3C is based on activity type question. Activity type. You will have to solve activity. So there are some blank spaces are given by teacher in question paper, and you have to fill that places. Means you have to write that question again in your answer book and fill in the blanks, highlight that blanks with proper words in activity type question here. These 2 questions are based on activity, and you will have to solve activity according to the given example here. Fill the blanks and rewrite that question in your answer paper again. In this way, you have to solve this question number 3C, which is based on activity type here. Based on activity type, this is for 4 marks again. Next part, part 2, means section 2, question number 4. Select and write the most appropriate answers from the given alternatives for each questions. Here also you have to select most appropriate answer, means options are given for each question in this question number 4A. Options are given here. You have to select most appropriate and write that. Okay, means you have to write the answer question number first, then sub question number 4A, sub question 1, and then you have to choose answer. Which is answer? How to write this answer? Option A and then answer also. So question number 4A, first sub question, answer is B, and then write proper answer. So this is the way to write the answer for this question number 4A and question number 1A. The same procedure you have to follow for question number 1A and question number 4A here. So first you have to write sub question number, then option number, then you have to write option here. For example, first question option is A sin x is given. So A sin x. So you have to write the total option A sin x and question number 1 also. So this is proper way to write a most appropriate answer for given alternatives here. Okay, next question number 4B. State whether the following statements are true or false. So this true or false sum, it could be on definition from part 2. This is for section 2. So definition from part 2, application, and it could be depend on formula also. So state whether the following statements are true or false here. So again, true or false, you have to write the same way for question number, then true or false. Write full statement and then true, full statement false, full statement true, whatever the answer you have to write in the proper way, which is statement and then true or false here. Each question carry 1 mark, total 3 marks question. Question number 4B here. Question number 4C. Fill in the following blanks with appropriate words. Means you have to write proper word for the given statement. 3 questions are given, 1, 2 and 3. Each question carry 1 mark, total 3 marks are given. So fill in the following blanks with appropriate word here. Write full statement and then fill that blanks with appropriate word and highlight that word again. So this is proper way to write fill in the blanks also. There are 3 sub questions in question C here, 4C. So fill in the blanks. For example, one of the statement is given like this: the slope of parallel line is dash dash. Slope of parallel line is dash dash. So answer is slope of parallel line is equal. So in blank place the answer is equal. So write full statement. The slope of parallel lines are equal. So you have to highlight the under the word equal here. So this is proper way to write. Fill in the following blanks with appropriate words here. For paper section 1 and section 2, for both parts you have to write the proper way to MCQ, true or false, and fill in the blanks also. Question number 5A. Question number 5A, attempt any 2 of the following. 6 mark question. There are 3 sub questions. Each question carry 3 marks again. So these questions, 3 marks question, depend on knowledge and skill. Depends on formula, depends on one of the application type also. So knowledge and skill you have to use for question number 5A. Each question carry 3 marks here. There are 3 sub questions. Question number 5B. 5B is attempt any 2 of the following. 4 marks question. Question number 5B is for 8 marks and each question carry again 4 marks for 5BL. So 4 marks question you have to solve means obviously it is application based question. Application based. In application based you have to use knowledge, understanding and skill also. So there are 3 questions, each question carry 4 marks and apply here for applications, knowledge and skill also. Next question number 5C. Sorry. Next question number 6A. 6A, attempt any 2 of the following. 6 marks question. Each question carry 3 marks. There are 3 questions, sub questions 1, 2 and 3. Each question carry 3 marks. Here these questions are based on understanding for 3 marks. Understanding and skills here you have to use for 3 marks question. Question number 6B. Attempt any one of the following. Total 4 marks. There are 2 sub questions and attempt any one. So this is based on applications. Apply here only skill and application. Means difficulty level is higher here, which is question number 6B. There are 2 sub questions and apply here knowledge and understanding also. Question number 6C. Question number 6C is depend on activity based. There are 2 questions for activity based. Each question carry 4 marks. You have to attempt any one only for activity based question here. So let's discuss about how we can solve the activity based question for question number 3C and question number 6C here. See, this is one of the example for activity based question. For an immediate annuity, P is rupees 2000, A is rupees 4000 and R is also given 10% per annum. So this is the example for insurance and annuity. In this example, value of P, A and R is given, which we need to solve for the given example here. So the values are given all. If we know the formula for immediate annuity, then we can solve this example. But in this activity sum, everything is given, only some words you have to fill for the given example for activity here. So we know that for immediate annuity, what is R and I? I is equals to R upon 100 here. I is equals to R upon 100 means we know that the value of R here. If we know that this formula, then we can find the value. So in activity, you know that the R, so put the value of R here. R is 10% per annum. So 10% we can write 10 upon 100 here. So we will get here value of I is 0.1. Then for an immediate annuity, so the formula for immediate annuity is 1 upon P minus 1 upon A is equals to I upon C. Immediate annuity here. Okay, now see, we have all these values P, A and C also. Sorry, C we have to find. We have I is equals to 0.1 here. So 1 upon P minus 1 upon A is equals to I upon C. So 1 upon P. So we know that P is 2000. So we can put here the value of P is 2000 minus 1 upon A. A is 4000. So we can write here the value of A is 4000 is equals to I upon C. I is 0.1 and C as it is, because we have to find the value of C. Okay, this is activity type question. So all the values are given. So you have to understand which value we have to find. So here C we have to find because P, A and R is given. So obviously C is remaining. We have to find the value of C here. So put all the values 1 upon 4000, 1 upon 2000 minus 1 upon 4000. 1 upon 4000 minus 1 upon 2000. See here, 1 upon P minus 1 upon A here. So if we solve this, simplify this term. So 1 upon 2000 minus 1 upon 4000. So you will get here in next step 1 upon 4000, because we have to make here denominator same. This is 2000 and 4000. So we have to make denominator is same. So you will get in next step 1 upon 4000. So in this box you have to write 1. In this box you have to write 1 here for activity. So 1 upon 4000 is remaining, is equals to 0.1 upon C here. So remaining is C only, means we have to find the value of C. We can simplify this by using the formula. So 1 upon 4000 is equals to 0.1 upon C. So obviously C is equals to 4000 into 0.1 here. So we will get here answer is rupees 400 only. C is equals to 400. So this is activity based question in your question paper. There are 4 questions for activity based here. In question number 3C, 2 questions, and in question number 6C, there are 2 questions based on activity. Okay. Maybe some questions are given in tabular form. In that tabular form, you have to solve the value of the table, and that value of table is also considered as activity based question here. So one of the examples from binomial distribution, okay, or Poisson distribution, there are some tables are given, values are given in tabular form. You have to complete the table, and completion of table is also considered as activity based question here. So question number 3C and question number 6C total based on activity type here. So this is paper pattern for your annual examination. So next there are some list of important formulae from part 1 and part 2. List of important formulas from part 1 and part 2. So in part 2, commission, brokerage and discount. You will have to remember this formula, which is sum due, true discount, banker's discount, banker's gain, cash value, invoice price, net price here. Okay, you will have to remember all these formulae, because all these application type from commission, brokerage and discount depend on this formula only. And there are 4 marks question from commission, brokerage and discount, because this is application based topic, commission, brokerage and discount here. So you will have to remember all this formulae. Next, chapter number 2, insurance and annuity. For insurance and annuity, only present value for immediate annuity and accumulated value for immediate annuity here. Annuity due. So accumulated value we can find C upon I, 1 plus I raised to n minus 1. And same for immediate annuity, P also. And just we have discussed activity sum based on this immediate annuity, 1 upon P minus 1 upon A is equals to I upon C here. And for annuity due, there are again 2 values for accumulated and present value. So you can find that annuity immediate and annuity due by using this formula also. So you will have to remember the formula for part 2. Part 2 is depend on formula here. So part 2 is very easy. You will get full marks for part 2 again if you remember all this formula. Next chapter is regression analysis. In regression analysis, we will have to make here lines of regression of y on x and lines of regression of x on y, and R only. R means there is correlation between byx and bxy. So you know that how to find byx and bxy, because you have studied this term already in 11th standard in correlation coefficient. How to find byx and bxy here. So remember that term. Same term we have to use for byx and bxy here. So byx and bxy, R square is byx into bxy, or R is equals to square root of byx into bxy here. And this R is, sign of R is depend on byx and bxy here. If both are negative, then R may be negative. If both are positive, then R is positive here. So the sign of R is depend on, because R square is byx and bxy. This is very important term for linear regression here, line of regression. So R square is equals to byx into bxy. So R is equals to square root of this term, and one of the value is negative, means one is positive, one is negative. So we can't find the value for R, because square root of negative sign we cannot find here, which is varies to complex number. Okay, so we can't find the value of R. So that's why the sign of R is depend on byx and bxy here. If both are negative, then R is negative. If both are positive, then R is positive here in line of regression here. Remember this thing for R. Next chapter is index number. In index number, there are methods for solving index number problem. Weightage aggregate. Okay. So we can find that index number by using different formulas here. Different mathematicians form the formula for index number here. So first one is Laspeyres, second Paches, Dobbish-Walras, Fisher's price index number, Marshall-Edwards, Walsh price index number. Okay. Now again we can find this price index number by cost of living and simple aggregate method here. So by using cost of living index number, there are two formulae, cost of living index number, by using simple aggregate and simple expenditure method here, which is easy as compared to that Laspeyres, Paches and Dobbish-Walras method. Next chapter is derivative. In derivative term, you will have to solve derivative sum based on formulae only. So you have to remember all the formulas for derivative here. So in derivative, there are only 8 formulas are given in commerce textbook. It will be very easy to understand how we can learn here formulas of derivative here. There is no trigonometric functions included in your trigonometric or derivative function. Okay. So here all formulas are without trigonometric function. Are for all formulas without trigonometric function. See here, derivative of constant is 0. We know that. Without trigonometry, you have to solve derivative chapter. So it is very easy to understand derivative and applications of derivative also. So first one is constant, and derivative of constant is 0. Derivative of x is 1. Derivative of root x is 1 upon 2 root x. 1 upon x is minus 1 upon x square. X raised to n is n into x raised to n minus 1. A raised to x is a raised to x into log a. E raised to x is e raised to x. Log x is 1 upon x here. Okay. So you will have to learn only this formula for derivative. And it is very easy. That's why derivative term, which is depend on knowledge and understanding only. Derivative chapters depend on knowledge and understanding, because you will have to remember this formula and solve the example based on this formula only. There are different formulae for derivative also. So rules of differentiation you have to learn. Y is equals to u plus v, y is equals to u minus v, y is u into v, and y is equals to u upon v. Means rules of differentiation. This is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division here. Again, next term for derivative is derivative of composite function, inverse function and parametric function here. Okay, so in this function also you will have to learn for this algebraic function only algebraic function, not trigonometric function you have to use in derivative here. It's very simple. Next is application of derivative. In application of derivative, remember these two formulae, MPC plus MPS is equals to 1 and APC plus APS is equals to 1 here. Only these two formulae you have to remember for application of derivative. And if you have to find elasticity of demand, then derive this term is eta is equals to minus P upon D into DD upon DP here. Okay. If you have to find EC, then you can use the formula for application of derivative. Integration. In integration formula, there are so many formulas for integration, but remember the same thing for integration is also integration is antiderivative. If we know the derivative for all the functions which is given in your textbook, so it will be easy to understand the rules for integration, which is depend on derivative. And integration is antiderivative, so we can apply the same formula for integration here. For example, derivative of x is 1. Derivative of x is 1 here. So in reverse order means antiderivative. If we write here integration of 1, so we will get the same answer, which is x. Integration of 1 is x here, because derivative of x is 1, then integration of 1 is x here. So integration means anti-derivative here. So there are some laws are given. All this theory part, all these formulas are given in your textbook. So these are important formulae for integration also. You will have to use this formulae for your current paper pattern here. Okay, all these formulae you have to remember. Then last chapter is differential equation. Differential equation here. So for the differential equation, you have to solve the sum for two ways. So general formula for linear differential equation is dy by dx py plus q. So remember this one, py plus q, and we can solve this differential equation by using integrating factor. So by using integrating factor, you have to write the answer for differential equation. So in that integrating factor is e raised to integration p dx. This p is given in formula, e raised to integration p dx here, and the solution for differential equation is y into integrating factor is equals to integration q into integrating factor into dx plus c here. Okay. Okay. I will resolve all your queries after the session here. Okay. Next. Now this is reduction in syllabus for academic year 2020-21. Reduction in syllabus. So from chapter 1, part 1, chapter 1, mathematical logic, page number 1, activity table, which is used for self-study only. Page number 4 to 17 means all solve examples for self-study again. Page number 19 to 20, all solve examples means all exercise sums are there. Also miscellaneous sums are there in your portion. Only all solve examples are remarked as self-study this year. So 19 to 20, all solve examples for self-study again. 22 to 27, Venn diagram full part is for self-study. Venn diagram. Okay, there is no Venn diagram in this. So this year, Venn diagram is omitted for self-study only. Page number 34, activities. Activities that sums are for self-study again. From chapter 1, mathematical logic here. Chapter 2, matrices. In this matrices, addition, multiplication, you know that addition and multiplication of matrices, types of matrices are there. Methods for solving inverse also, adjoint method, inversion method and reduction method. All methods are there for matrices. So omitted part is means for self-study part 39, page number 39, all solve examples remarked as for self-study here. Page number 43 to 50, all solve examples and again remarked as self-study. Page number 52 to 55, 61 to 60, all solve examples for 74 to 79 and marked as self-study here. So in this matrices chapter, you will have to solve example based on your adjoint method, inversion method, reduction method here. Means find cofactor, minor, adjoint, inverse by using adjoint method and transformation method also, and reduction method is also there for matrices here. And method for self-study is only solve examples 61 to 62, 64 to 71, 74 to 79, and last activity page 86, 87 and 88 for self-study. Next chapter, differentiation. In differentiation, 90 to 94 all solve examples for self-study again. So all exercise sums are there, miscellaneous sums are there. Solve examples for self-study. 96 to 98 all solve examples for self-study again. 1012 to 102 activity page is for self-study. Application of derivatives. Application of derivatives here. Page number 1082, sorry, 112 all solve examples for self-study, and 113 let's remember for self-study here. Let's remember means summary for the chapter. That term is also for self-study. Okay, means all formulas, all important terms, definitions, keywords are given in let's remember. That is for self-study for students. Page number 114 and 115 activities for self-study here. Integration. Page number 117 to 122 all solve examples for self-study. Page number 123, 124 to 134 and 135 all solve examples given on that page number, which is for self-study. Next, page number 136 activity and let's remember. This part is also for self-study here. Page number 139 and 140 activities page for self-study, remarked as self-study here. Definite integration. In definite integration, page number 148 let's remember for self-study. 150, 151 activities, this part is also for self-study here. In definite integration, you have to solve the examples for the formula which is depend on integration. But here limit of the integration is given, so you have to use only the properties for definite integration, and the formula as we have studied in integration will use in definite integration for solving the sums for definite integration here. That's why activities, all the terms, all examples for self-study, and you will have to solve for integration formulas. Applications of definite integration. In this application term, all solve examples and activities for self-study means exercise for application of definite integration is there, and miscellaneous depend on application of definite integration is also there for study here. Only solve examples and activity sums for self-study here. Differential equations and applications. 162 to 169 all solve examples. 170 to 171 all solve examples. Okay, meanwhile exercises are there, so all exercise for your study material and only all solve examples for self-study, remarked as self-study, and all activities also for self-study here. Now from part 2, commission, brokerage and discount. From part 2, commission, brokerage, discount, page number 1 to 5 all solve examples for self-study here. Page number 7 to 9, page number 10 all solve examples, and page number 14, 15 activities for self-study here. Okay, means you have to refer these questions to solve exercise questions here. Page number 14, 15 activities are given, so refer that activities question, then you have to solve activity based on your exercise here or miscellaneous also. So this matter is for self-study only. Chapter number 2, insurance and annuity. Page number 17 to 19, page number 23 to 27. This is for self-study. Given all solve examples for self-study here. Page number 28, let's remember. So let's remember this term is also for self-study. Means go through only the important keywords, formula, definitions. So which is helpful for true or false MCQs, fill in the blanks here. Okay, let's remember means for self-study, which is helpful for your question number 1A, B, C and question number 4A, B and C here. So page number 30 to 33, activities. So these activities for self-study again. So activities some refer for your convenience only, how to solve activity questions in your question paper. Page number 44 to 49, all solve examples, 51, let's remember, and 54 to 56, activities here. All activities for all chapters and all solve examples from all chapters for self-study. But remember one thing, you have to read carefully all these things which is given in let's remember, which is helpful for solving MCQ, true or false, and fill in the blanks here. Chapter number 4, time series. In this time series, all solve examples for self-study and method of curve, freehand curve, which is graphical method, okay, which is omitted. Method of freehand curve, this method is omitted, and all solve examples, activities for self-study only. Remember this thing, in time series, method of freehand curve by graphical method, which is omitted here. Next chapter, index number. In index number, all solve examples, activities, let's remember the same thing for self-study here in index number. Linear programming, all solve examples and activities for self-study here. In linear programming problem, there are inequations, solving inequations, solving equations by using two variables, solve graphical region, feasible solution, solution set. All these things are there for linear programming. You have to solve linear programming problem by corner point method, graphical method, and again the term which is formulate linear programming problem is also there. Formulation of linear programming problem, this term is also included in your portion linear programming here in this chapter. So therefore, all solve examples, activities for self-study only for linear programming. And there are theory parts also for linear programming. So read carefully theory part for all chapters here in linear programming or other ones. Assignment and sequencing problem. In assignment and sequencing, all solve examples, activities are for self-study here again. In this assignment problem, you have to solve assignment and sequencing problem by using the method which is given in your textbook, and it is very helpful to us to solve examples for assignment and sequencing, activities and solve examples for self-study again. Probability distribution. In probability, all solve examples, then let's remember, page number and full examples are for self-study. This is examples, not exercise. 147 example number 1, which is solved example. 149 solved example. 150 solved example 4, 5 and 6 for self-study. And 151 to 153 all solved examples, and let's remember this term is for self-study. Okay, now thank you everyone. So is there any query by students?
Are there any queries? All well, students. I'm 100% sure you are more than satisfied. Scholarship has many more highly qualified students engaged just for you. So let's keep meeting. Till then, you focus on your HSC examination. Thank you so much, Archana madam.
Ma'am, one query from one student.
Yeah, you may solve that query, please.
Trupti Kolle. She said, ma'am, will you please show the previous slide once again? Which slide, Trupti? Sorry, Sakshi Shinde. Sakshi Shinde. Formulas from 15 to 19. Yes, Sakshi Shinde, this slide. 15 to 19. Okay. Yes, Trupti, are you there? Yeah. It is necessary in derivative example chapter 4, in chapter 4.2, increasing decreasing. Yeah, increasing decreasing function is there. Sakshi, sorry, Trupti, increasing decreasing function is there. Paper pattern question number 3.
गुळाचा चहा आहे तो.
नाही आता
आग गोड आहे गोड माहिती मी तर विदाउट शुगरच पिते घरी हा?
That's it, the query is answered.
Question number 3. This is paper pattern for question number 3.
वीणा मॅडम तुमचा
Please unmute Trupti Kolle.
वीणा मॅडम हे करा ना जरा तुम्ही हेडफोन लावा ना तुमचा बास येतोय आवाज
Okay. Done, done.
तृप्ती कोल्हे
Yes, Sakshi. Values for 1 plus I raised to n is always given in your paper, question paper. All the values are given for 1 plus I raised to n here. Okay. After that value, you will have to solve numericals by using logarithmic tables. You can use logarithmic tables. Okay. All values are given in question paper.
येस तृप्ती Trupti, you can unmute yourself now.
Rugved is saying, ma'am, formally 10 and 11. Okay, just wait. This 10 and 11, immediate annuity and annuity due. Immediate annuity and annuity due. This is 10 and 11. Question number 6. Okay. See here, question number 6. Question number 6. In A, 3 marks question, 1, 2, 3. Question number 6B, attempt any one. There are 2 questions. Each question carry 4 marks and total 4 marks question. Question number 6C, attempt any one. There are 2 questions. Each question carry 4 marks and total 4 marks for question number 6E, which is 6C, which is based on activity. Question number 6C is based on activity type. Yes. Now no query from student ma'am. Veena ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, Archana madam.
Thank you ma'am.
All of you are satisfied. That is our aim at Falashruti. Thank you so much. Let us conclude this session here.
Yes, okay, thank you, Archana Patil madam. Can you stop sharing?
Yes, sir. Trupti is saying she can't ask question.
Unmute
Trupti, post your question.
ऑलरेडी अनम्यूट झाले तृप्ती, पण ती विचारत नाहीये.
ती बोलते आय एम अनेबल टू आस्क द क्वेरी.
पण अनम्यूट केलंय तिला मी. बघा ना तुम्ही.
हा हा, अनम्यूट आहे ती.
राइट. Trupti, write your query into chat box.
डब्यात खायला होतं ना, जरा काय शिकायचं पाहिजे.
Exercise 4.2, increasing and decreasing function, is it necessary to draw the number line? Yeah. Yes, Trupti. It is necessary. In increasing and decreasing function, you can show that the inequalities which is less than and greater than. So in case there is possibility for draw the line, so you can draw it, but it is important to write greater than and less than function, so it could be easy to understand the solution for the given question here. Okay. In time series freehand curve, in time series freehand curve method is omitted. Okay, page number, it is given on page number, just wait. Just wait. Page number 62, Trupti, page number 62, method of freehand curve, graphical method. This is for safe study.
Okay, madam. Yeah. Students, keep on watching group messages. You will get further lectures notification on the group as well as email. Thank you very much.